All right. One thing I want to think about the end of this month is, October 31st is Reformation Day, or we have Reformation Sunday coming up, and we remember this time, and it will, I believe, in 2 years. That was 1517. It will be 500 years, and I believe it will get a lot of mention around this time 2 years from now. But it was a young man named Martin Luther. He wanted to be a lawyer at first, but he survived a lightning strike, and he decided to go into to be a monk. And his father didn't appreciate it, but he went and did it anyway. And one day, this man had a spiritual awakening, and he was reading the Bible, reading Romans chapter 1, verse 17. It was quoting Habakkuk 2:4, that the just shall live by faith. And it was like he had a light went on in his head. He woke up, and he saw that that he didn't have to do all this penance. There wasn't all this need for all this works or everything. That Yeshua, the Messiah, really accomplished it all for us. And he was very much opposed by the organization of that time where he came out of. And but eventually his movement took fire. It really spread like a wildfire across Europe, and there were other awakenings in England and Scotland. The reformers, realizing that the real awakening to the truth. Another thing that Martin Luther did was he had the Bible printed in German. He wanted everybody to have access to it. I think his idea was that there'd be more believers, more people ready, more people saved. I believe this is what we really need to get a hold of. And finally, Martin Luther had a misunderstanding to the Jewish people. And one leader grabbed upon his what he said in the last century. And there is the same thing is awakening among the Jewish people. I mean, I had the same thing happen to me when I was 18 years old, and what did I read? That it said that the followers called Yeshua the Messiah, and then, hey, wait a second, I said to myself, so then why was a couple of questions. One, why was there all this persecution? Why was all the so-called believers working against the Jewish people? And why didn't we believe it? Why is it that so many people who are identify themselves as the Messiah, they talk about, well, what about this one? What about Yeshua? And what happened was I found out that people were coming out of all kinds of sin that. What I thought the only way to get off of drugs was to die. But it was realized it was die or believe in Yeshua, and I was believing into myself and to salvation. And I came to the conclusion that he is not an anti-Semite. And that whatever what they did in the Crusades and the Inquisition was in spite of everything that Yeshua had said, did, and taught, and not because of it. And by their actions, they proved that they were not believers. So I think, in spite of maybe some of Martin Luther's resentment, let's see that we have the same awakening today among the Jewish people. And Rabbi, you're not going to fight against it. Jews for Judaism, you're not going to win, because you know what? It's like what a military leader said about fighting a war in Asia. It's like sweeping the sand off the beach. It's taken off. 45 years, and there's nothing you can do about it.